with this picture postcard English gentleman. What? I don't know why. I feel like, oh, Japanese vibe. Japanese vibe. Into my old fucking face. Jesus Louise. Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Good day to you, you dandy fellow. What's your problem, eh? There is no problem as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. Wait, what? And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Look, ain't it obvious? Ain't done talking with me yet. If you think that you're such a gent, you should know wait online. Well, you're an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Eh? Who are you? Do you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the causes even to remember the face of your victims, it seems. What? You mean I? From you? The broker? Yes, sir. I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes, the article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Oh my. No, that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel, and needless to say. Any music box dicks in the two. No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's my old man's, or it was. No, now it's mine. Goodness, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay, Japanese vibe. This is how actual British people actually speak. They have to make really homosexual move. Okay, this is a very awkward situation. Yes, I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story into a little more detail. The gentleman accusation. Miss Lestrada, is what the gentleman is saying. What do you think? It all lies, obviously. I swear on my life, I never laid eyes on that dandy before. Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now. No, I swear it. I swear to God. God. It was barely an hour ago I was walking out the street minding my own business. And this little godling ran into me, and the other ones that I hadn't. I've been robbed yet again, I told myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Yet again? Oh yes, as you can see, I am a man of impeccable style. This ain't the first time that I've been targeted by these bag-slum scoundrels. Now then I relinquish my overcoat. Come along now, Miss Lestrade, and give the good gentleman his coat back. If you are going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police. The police here! Hold on, why everyone is thinking it's me? Just look at this dandy cove, and you think it's me dodgy one? I'm sorry, but no one's gonna believe you. Well, what about the evidence? Eh? Yeah? Where's the evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's get see it. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. You what? Evidence? The evidence that the article Miss Lesser redeemed actually belongs to these gentlemen. Of course, we need only consult Mr. Windybeck's ledger to know the truth. Be able to look at the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant. I am very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Well, it's 2 months old, right? I never ask customer names, that's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well, now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. And very many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. Yes, I see. But then how can you know if the article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh, it's quite simple. Oh, it's quite simple! Good, sir. Might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it is Professor! Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article without doubt. A watchword? Interesting. And why did you give it to her? So, about these watchwords, Mr. Windybank. As I just explained, I never ask customer names when they deposit in the item with me. There are many reasons why. Certain customers would like to keep their activities secret. Jumble, what the hell are you doing? Is that a chocolate bar? There was actually a subtle glance to Mr. Sherms now, wasn't it? Great detective have no dark secrets? Not at all. Well, yeah, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of a number used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give a storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes reading something, ask for the ticket and the watchword. If someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article. That's right, sir, yes. And I have supplied you with the information you require already, but for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is our own record deposited 2 months ago on the 15th of February. With a watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information, sir. But, oh! Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. You just, Let's see it. Okay, let's speak to the dandy or whatever. I don't know why the hell we are here. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, sorry. So clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes. We are from the Empire of Japan! We're starting here. Oh yes, Japan. I heard talk of the place. How British people speak. Its inhabitants live on some fiery brown colored soup dressed up in his exotic spices. You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that theoretical gesticulation about? Perhaps anyway, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes, I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer, well, a student of law, really. My name is Susato Mikotoba. I am Naruhodo's assistant. I see. My name is Benedict. Oh, Eggert Benedict. I was hoping for Cumberbatch. That's close enough. Enchanté. It's already funny how he holds himself and how he speaks, but the name is suspicious. Now, to the matter at hand. My overcoat returned at once. So I'm gonna start to get it off. What was that vibe? Whoa! Every move he makes, every breath he takes, can't stay watching him. So let that be the end of the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Eggert Benedict, sir. With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. This is why I ate grown man. Just because I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. But of course, sir, here's the disc for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir? I was expecting another, that is, I deposited another disc. Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that what was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So, Garterling, you're hiding some of what is rightful mine, are you? Say who? I don't know nothing about it. Very well. I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to your style. Wait a minute. That disc is mine. Wait, what? Ah! What do you think you're doing? You're a tramp? You drawn blood, you filthy animal! Oh my, there's blood on the disc. Because of all those sharp little bumps. I must have scratched his finger on them. I found it first, alright? I mean, I belong to me, old man! So you're not having it. Oh, you take it. Wait, me? Why? If you ain't going to it, they'll have to off me again, so you keep it hold of it. Wait, what? Mr. Estrada, why is this disc so important to her? Music box disc helped me enter into the cool record. You there in the black livery? Hand the disc to me at once, please. No, don't. He's lying. Grown-ups are all liars. What do I do now? How am I going to resolve this? What's going on, guys? What the hell is the mishmash? Well, I guess we talk with Sherlock. Tim, but there's nothing they say is important. What are you excited with such keen interest there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see. Caramel? Caramel? Seem disappointed. So, you have found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry. After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to look in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized as the rest of your party into a jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done. So, feigning more interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Well, at least, as you surely observed, Nyon, one and only friend I have left, the 7% solution on 7% solution? Is 70% sugar? Is that healthy? Pray do you claim to understand? Not all my despair, Mr. Naruhodo, but how could you? I was lonely, so desperately lonely. Then why on earth didn't you enjoy the conversation? Think I've gone from bad to worse here from now? No? For now. Yes, I've heard much of your conversation. I rather am craving for human contact. My ears devour every word that was uttered. Someone that just left COVID is isolation. You really were sad, weren't you? Poor Mr. Jones! Felt simply awful for you. It will seem... Jesus Christ, Sata. Does my inference are correct? Surely you're not about to tell us that you solved the entire case once again? My dear madam, sometimes I wonder where my genius of deduction to be commodities. How much could I pawn it for? Several dollars. You see, Mr. Sholmes had another of his flashes of inspiration. But who knows, it will help to resolve the situation between Miss Lestrada or not, or whatever. That's the right thing to do here. Listen to the deduction, listen to the deduction. Well, Miss Lestrada, it will appear you find yourself in something of a predicament. This where the blue blades have you been, eh? Pardon? And a lady's in trouble, a true chance supposed to be here to help. Straight away, not an hour later. Harsh. And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Agatha Benedict, you have in my eye a veritably encyclopedia array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. Beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbroker today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation, one you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Meditate, what do you say you to my deductions? How? You sound as white as hard-boiled egg. Hard-boiled. We'll see that once again. Mr. Sean has made a flawless deduction. Just what do you think you are, sir? Oh yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for. Are we doing the dance? Ladies and gentlemen, are we doing the dance? So shall we begin? Let me get a sip of water. Let me get a sip of water. I should next time I should take some cocaine to compensate for the energy. So shall we begin? Time has come for yet another Herlock Sholmes logic and reasoning spectacular. Increase the volume. First of all, we must ask ourselves what business you venture to this pawnbroker today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As a really vital wish you hold in your hand, yes, what brought you to this shop at the first place is the staff recruitment flyer. The piece of paper in your hand is the wanted advertisement for this very shop. And even the most unaware servant will soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employee. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your action. You just YOLO it. The cane which you unwittingly clutch to your person exhibit uncontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot I've had this can for years. AG. The criteria which you speak is of course missing ferrule. Ferrule? That or any walking cane will be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all! It's a sword! What? Your recoil, sir, is something wrong. You're recoiling, you inadvertently facilitated the answer on the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? 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 Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understand this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. While walking cane demands such a style tender news like. Of course, I said it's no walking cane. No, the rod. Rod. It's a shovel! It's a broken hand of a shovel! What? Are you insane? And I determine this undeniable truth. The conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here is to dig! Was to take employment as the establisher in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. It was like, it's a shovel! I was like, you don't even have it! Now, Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the detail of this elaborate crime you have been planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel? What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there? Yeah! Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose. Say such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? No, but there is an ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more tally than I could have hoped. What? Well, let's consider what will motivate a man to infiltrate a shell such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the concealed notice of the counter which your eyes were nervously drawn. This letter gives note of the public works to be carried out to the local area. I don't like the fact there is a gun in there. And according to the enclosed plan of the coming sewerage work, beneath this shop runs a sewer that joins another one that runs under the bank of the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway. That flows in the very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite. What are you? It's like he's making everything so very complicated. It was like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm sorry, Summer. In summary is, we devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint and underground tunnels. Master plan? Which brings us at last on the final chapter of this lurid scheme. With that blunder did the thief hope to make off from the ground vault of the bank. Are you quite serious? When you consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is not secret to you. Is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. How to present you a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, the picture of postcard tells you. Tell us all we need to know. A postcard of the great exhibition, I'm afraid you quite lost me. According to the final stage of preparation, the great exhibition will soon be underway, and the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Funds are currently sit in the vault of the bank, on the other side of this road. Pardon? It's like, I feel like as a dandy, I was like, are you giving me too much information? Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating. It's the thief of that which sits in the vault of that bank, the special reserve funds for the great exhibition. Of course, that is all secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please. Yeah, that was my problem. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. That concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of the pawnbroking puzzle. That was shit. Don't make me wrong, that was bad. That was the worst one. Mr. Holmes. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, an impressive upbeat deduction for the detective ragged with loneliness. Would you not agree? Was it true that you said about the bank over the road? What is has in its vault? Indeed, though few knows of its existence, is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me it is strictest confidence. But you just announced it to everyone here rather loudly, in fact. Ah! It is such a big secret. How would Mr. Benedict have come find about it? It can be put about an explanation for that. Clearly it is because the man is a criminal! But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he's the criminal as you said, and buy a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you revealed the secret. Oh. Well, he doesn't. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe Mr. Windybank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all. All my life, I assure you, I'm not so unscrupulous. Ah well, hopefully it has taught us a valuable lesson. What lesson? Sensitive information must be handled at the utmost care. Oh shit then. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them, and once the word is out, it's out. It's out. It's out, guys. It's out. It's out. It's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding you next time, Mr. Holmes. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo. An excellent idea. Well done, Mr. Naruhodo. You know what to do, I'm sure. Yes, let's listen to the great deduction again and see if you can Massage. Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. So I'm gonna speed up the first part of Hello Jones. Magnificent lodging reason spettacolare. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. The first bit, then the rest I'm going to read. So, by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor. He has enough time to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his motives lies elsewhere. The question is, where? Why did he bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time? So I agree with the flyer. Oh, there it is. Scribbled writing. I would like to examine it first. Oh, look at that scribbled notes on the back of the flyer here. I don't believe it. What is it? It's what it says. Name Gina Lestrada, height 5'2", green cap, scruffy waistcoat, scrubby white shirt, blue, sketch fashion rather. Tell us description of Mr. Lestrada. Goodness. She made a sketch of her at all. Although if we show it to her, she fired a smoke grenade launcher at his face for sure. And look, the details of this shop have been written down here too. In Max Postback, Baker Street, the diamond show deadline 15 April. Which is today's date. Oh, Mr. Benedict have all the information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper. Yep, I'm gonna present this. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It will appear that the writing and sketch on the reserve of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket Miss Lestrade and to the Mr. Mr. Windybank's pawnbroker. Yeah. You originally told us that you had merely given a chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a tiny veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to the Wingsbank pawnbroker and to the redemption deadline of that overcoat. So you waited outside at a young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. You have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your action. The cane which you unwittingly clutch in your purse exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What other rot? I've had this cane for years. The contradiction which speak, of course, I guess is the name? What's the ferrule? It's a metal cap commonly found on the end of the cane, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, the bit that makes the nice clacking sound on the pavement. Yes, exactly. And Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on this cane. It doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't. I thought the gentleman certainly did recall when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious. In other words, there's some secret about it. The cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know. So I guess it's the first two letters, or maybe it's fake. Fake! The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the initial line. Initially? A most astute observation, would you say, Mr. Eggert Benedict? You're led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. Yet in a most possessive manner you have your grasp of a cane-bearing initial AG. Incontrovertible contradicts indeed, would you not agree? No, you're wrong. This cane isn't... You say before that you had the cane for years. So you try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend and found it in the park. In short, thought you will yourself to be a gentleman if I withheld your true name. What was that sound? Your recoil, sir. Is something wrong? If you're recoiling, you're inadvertently, yeah? Namely, what is true behind this roar you bear? Guess your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently will conceal. Okay. I don't know what she's trying to conceal, to be honest. Let's consider the bare bones of what happened here. Mr. Sir redeemed a fine-looking overcoat, and now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name, and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him. And we know that he actually identified Mr. Lestrada from a written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us is untrue. So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. The rip? That was the sound. It
Take that!
The split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having folded over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you so badly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. The catalogue of untruths has all been for one very specific purpose. The gun. To steal the article that a young girl redeemed from the Mr. Windyman. Oh, what really, what the hell, IRKS? Me is this, I don't know, ARKS? Me this? The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. Why you gave so much information about that? Okay, close enough. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the hero of this elaborate crime we have been planning. This is utterly absurd. Such a legendary designer wishes to flick the thought of the article of pawnage. Have you forgotten that I read the article in the proper manner, using the watchword? And I not being the one to deposit it in the first place. How could I possibly have known the relevant details n'est-ce pas? Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. How? And your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let's consider how one might come to learn the secret watchword related to the pawn property of another. By the date, the matter is revealed by the council notice. Creation of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think. Yes, no more talk of tunneling to the sewers, which is a pity because they all sounded rather exciting. Yes, it was. Anyway, you can't deny that these mysterious gentlemen did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. You didn't know that word. Mr. Winnibag will never allow you to redeem the article. Or looking at it another way. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Winnibag will allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow? Look at this, Miss Susato. It appears to be a memo of Mr. Winnibag scribbled to himself. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, Professor. Yeah? Mr. Winnibag must make a note of the watchwords his customer give him right before their eyes. In an alarmingly clear script as well. Oh dear, I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see. Do I seem to...
Take that!
The matter is revealed by the note on the counter which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Yes, the broker follows the same procedure whenever a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on a non-plate that he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of an article in question. He will accept nothing less for a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about? It's increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Miss Lestrade. In all likelihood, you follow her inside and then observe her talking to Mr. Windyback. My intelligent broker made a note of the watchword on his common practice. You observe him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger. And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the porn article from the young Miss Lestrade. Master plan? Which brings us to last, to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. Why would you go into such lengths to redeem that particular article from this porn? Are you quite serious? While fitting overcoat hardly seemed to justify the effort, much less a wordless music box and disc. But naturally you had very good reason to make the walls. Then you, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you are talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see it? Okay. This article we are talking about, the overcoat and the music box disc, that was in one of the pockets, which according to Mr. Windyback isn't worth a penny. Yet his men went to such lengths to steal them. Why? I wonder if it's perhaps. We already have the evidence that we need to explain it, Mr. Naruhodo. Do we? Really? Better have a thorough look through all the evidence we collected so far. For me gilded? Oh, there's a little scrap of paper stuck on the reverse side of the disc, look. A scribbled word of two looks like somebody's name. For McGilded. McGilded? Could it be? But it is, Mr. Naruhodo. A name of I shall never forget, as long as I live. But why? Where is his name on this?
Take that!
Now it's mad. You see, these music box discs tell us all we need to know. What's that on the back? It reads for McGilded. Ah, Mr. Manius McGilded. The unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances of the Old Barley 2 months ago. A prominent man in London thought his low-mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So your associates, you're an associate of his, are you, or perhaps a subordinate? Mr. McGilded was a man of unusually small stature, in fact. He was precisely the right size for that overcoat that you squeeze yourself into. Your true identity remains a shrouded in mystery, Mr. Agate Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbroker today. Was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Manius McGilded. Isn't getting problematic in this case. Yep. Well, Mr. Manius McGilded. What did I expect to hear in these circumstances? Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid is something very troubling on my mind. Pray tell, Mr. Sato. Well, according to what Mr. Windyback told us earlier, today was the final day on which the code could have been redeemed, was it not? Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Today will be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited. Well, today's 13 April, so 2 months ago today would have been 15th February, sir. That's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposited at 10:30 p.m., I see. What? But such a jest. Yes, 15th of February. It's precisely the day in which the omnibus murder took place. At 10:30 in the evening. It's precisely the time at which the terrible events we're unfolding. Suggestive is not the word. It will seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. You're of course at liberty to make whatever outlandish deduction you choose, however. I must insist you hand over the music box disc now. He has a... I knew it, he got the gun. It'd be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. What do I do? Absolutely not! Let's get the bullet! There are some things a man must protect, at all cost. I hope he miss, I hope he miss, I hope he miss, I hope he miss. This may be well be one of those things. Then again, he may not.
Hold it!
Hold it? Mr. Windybank? It's my shop. Can't allow any harm to come to my customer if there were had to happen. I should have to take my own life. Mr. Windybank, no! Alright, that's enough. Inspector Gregson. Inspector? That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines, so we got here as fast as we could. Now, what's all this about? Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment. It will seem you have the upper hand. Yep. Why you have got explaining to do? I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy. Petty? Mr. Windybank nearly met you with his hand. Yeah, but he's with his own guy, as far as I can tell. Oh dear. And the whole of Britain will could meet with him and get to the bottom of the gate and suppose to the back you have. What on earth is the case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with your lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station. But of course, Inspector. Ah! He's getting away! Good afternoon, lads. Mr. the Piet officer too, sir! Wait, what? There's been a spate of thefts of pawn shops around here recently. So we fit emergency bots underneath the counter for brokers to let us know when there's a problem. Oh, Inspector. I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. Now then, it's permanently in mourning. Yes. I'll be taking that whatever it is, we'll make a deal down to the yard. Thank you very much. Send it over. Oh yes, of course. No, don't give it to him. It's mine. That is mine. Mine own. I'm sorry, miss. Anything belonging to McGill has to take it as evidence now. As evidence? If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. All yours, Inspector. Ah! And so we have handed Mr. McGill disc over to Inspector Gregson, and we're summarily theft out at the sharpener on the street. Theft out? Will we continue? Ladies and gentlemen, as usual, I'm gonna end the episode right now, right here. As this read as an investigation, I guess there's a lot of foreshadowing, and we'll clearly, supposedly, assuming that we'll tell the story the next episode. I don't know. It's probably something very important. Maybe it's how do you call it? Recording information. I don't know. Some sort of value. And goodbye. And have a lovely day. And happy dreams. Bye.
Objection!